Go on.
M630AMN0GTX.
ME7ID.
The squelch control. That's i.e. the first button. I'll just have a look what I've got it set to. Just hold on. I presume I can go in the menu while I'm transmitting. Oh, I see. No, it won't let me. I think it's set to about 4 at the moment because of that spasmodic opening. The default setting is 1. But I'll tell you what, I'm hearing stuff that I've never even heard. What's on 145 decimal 2357 or something? What the hell's on that? It's a repeater of some description. I was hearing foreigners and everything on that. Never heard of that before.
Digital or analog?
No, it was analog. I thought it was digital at first because it seemed as if there was a lot of noise on it. You know, showing 4 bars on the screen. But I couldn't really hear them, and then this fella come on, and he was like an S7, and then they went off, and there was like a pause, and then they come on. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, well, it's nothing stupid. You probably just haven't listened down there. Again, it's probably because it's in the 12.5 kilohertz spacing.
I like being a granddad. You should hand it back when you've had enough Pete over.
Alright, I see much of it. I mean, alright, that's the trouble. But I'm sure it'll come right in the end, but it'll be a bit of a while. So yeah, I was just listening on 160 hour then. Fed up with contesting. I worked 100 stations yesterday, and from Singapore to Alaska and Brazil and all over. So I've not been on HF today. I've just left it on 6 meters monitored, and I just went down on the top band. I haven't got an aerial as such for top band, but I listen on the 80 meter dipole, and I can pull a few in. There's quite a good net gets on 1942. Not as daft as the clowns on 1933, so I was just listening to that. All over the place from Edinburgh, Cambridge, Derby, Scotland, so it's interesting to listen to. So that's about it really. I heard you talking about it. I was in here earlier on doing something and I had 2 meters on. Who are you talking to? You're talking about them kippers. You've enjoyed them by the sound of it. Can't think. Oh, the chappie at Winsford. Not sure of his name now. The guy at Winsford that called you. He's never very strong to me. Is he not in a very good spot or something, Alan? He's S9, but Dave's full scale, you know. Dave's full scale. I don't know where the other guy is, but he's not the best of signals from Winsford. I would have expected a bit more, really. Anyway, on to you, Alan. G4UCT in the group, G4RRM. Yeah, he's not in Winsford, he's in Northwich. Yeah. He's in Northwich, mate. Brian, you're on about. G4XQB. Yeah. I was just watching telly and it was on and he gave me a call. I thought, oh, bloody hell, hey up. So, we had an answer about kippers. Oh, kippers. I was telling him about them sharks. Oh, Pete, it was a shame, really. But there you are, you're in these other countries, mate, and they don't care about cruelty, do they?
and they were cutting all these shacks. There must have been 100 there, and they're cutting the back fin off and the side fins, and he was just throwing them back into the sea. And once there, mate, he went down with the camera, and there he was. They cut his top fin off. It's all for that bloody shark fin soup, innit? That's what it's for. And there's his gills just pumping air. They're pumping water in and out how they get the oxygen, you know. And they said, just look at him there now. He can't do nothing because he's got now to work with or anything. He's just going to lie there now. And that's it. That is bloody hell. I don't know. I couldn't do that myself. No. There you go, matey. Oh, yeah. Terrible. And that guy was doing it, him that does the nature things. Well, he does a lot of nature things. He's a big snake man as well. What's his name? Holshaw, is it? Something like that. I always watch him if he's on. And they were diving into the water and they were swimming with sharks. All sorts of sharks. Tiger sharks, hammerhead sharks, normal sharks, oh bloody hell. And the hammerhead sharks come to them and they've got a fish in their hand, holding it, and then he rubs his bottom of his face on his hand like, and he just lets it go, and he sucks it into his mouth, the bloody hammerhead shark. Yeah. But he's a smashing bloke, he is. Yeah. Well, yeah, he can handle some snakes, I'll tell you. He loves them. Ooh. I won't go near the bloody things. I've only ever had hold of a python once, and that was in Blackpool. Yeah. Took my missus, didn't I? And, you know, we used to stand on the corner, didn't the big corner there by that pub. And she said, where are you going now? I said, come on, sir, I'll show you from here. You went bloody mad. Yeah. And that's the first time I stroked on sea, just feel it. I am not. Oh, God. There you go. Right. Yeah, our Paul, he's working from home, and so is Pete. So, there's not a lot they can do, is there? So that's it, as long as you're getting paid. He does the same thing, like, with the computer, just logs on and what have you. He does designing and what have you, for them big pipe junctions in the sea, where they're pumping the oil or the gas or whatever they're getting out. And Pete has to be on control at, he does the computers at the Echo Arena at Liverpool. So I said, bloody hell, that'll suit you, won't it, eh? Get up in the morning at 10 o'clock, finish at 1 o'clock and back to bed. Back to you, Dave. 7 hours, turn. Oh dear. Crikey, how much power am I running here? Work. Better back it off a bit. There we go. It creeps up sometimes. I'm on the 100 watt jobby. Well, I've just backed it off to about 10, I think. Yeah, the meter's not too accurate on this rig. Bloody thing. But never mind, I shall sort that in due course. Can't be arsed this time of night. Anyway, what have you and your grandchildren been up to, Pete? You can put over here, mate. A G7LAN.
Well, not really. Well, like I say, I've not seen them because they don't live here, so they can't come round really, can they? That's the thing. One lives up the middle, and the other two live sort of down the road a bit, but they can't come round, so not that out much at all. Can't think who you're thinking of, Alan, who this guy is. There was that, what was the lad whose name that got stabbed? Steve Irwin. Then there's a guy that sort of replaced him, isn't there? Blackshaw or something his name is. Is that the fellow you're trying to think of?
It ends with Hall or something, his name. He's been about for a long time, he has. He's into snakes, into all that sort of thing. Oh, God. Where did he go the other day? I thought, bloody hell, something's going to happen here. Two of them are right at the top of this bloody big cliff, and they're going to go down the face of it. Oh, and then the bloody rope slipped or something, or it got caught. Thought, oh, I don't believe this. Yeah, terrible. Oh, God, don't get me going down there, not a kind of chance. Anyway, they went down, the two of them. And then they've got to get back up again then. It was like a river underneath this mountain or something like that. Yeah, and they went so far, got where they wanted to go, to find this, I don't know now, I've pretty forgot, but some sort of a bat I think it was, and they found him, yeah. Oh, I'll have to write his name down, then I'll remember it. I always watch him, I do, if he's on. Yeah, I also like, what's his name? The fishing bloke. Well, I don't know. I was talking to Brian about that. Well, he catches them. What's it? Fish. What are they called? Carp, I think. No, not carp. Catfish. And the last one I saw him pull out, he had to have another 2 more blokes to carry it out. And they put it on the scales and weighed it, and it was 420 odd pounds in weight. The size of it was unbelievable. Yeah. And I told Brian his name, and I can't think now. Yeah. He's a really keen fisherman, man. He goes swimming with bloody piranhas. And he says, piranhas don't eat you. No. That's what they are.
You know the problem I have with Peter sometimes. He might not be able to say, he'll probably say he can't hear me and all that, but I mean, I don't know. But this is sensitive. I mean, I can hear a repeater. I don't know what it is, because when it goes to give the call sign, it just fades ever so slightly. But it's on 600. But I can hear people talking. They're not very loud, but I can hear them. I was just curious what that was, but I tried searching, but I thought, well, nothing that I can hear or expect to hear, unless there's a very slight lift on, which there could be.
Well, there's high pressure, isn't there? So I've noticed a couple of signals a little bit higher than usual. 600, I think that was Berry, wasn't it? The Berry repeater.
Which is only half the power. This one will go up to 100. That's well, according to this needle, I'm running 10. But you're my first proper rig checks on this one. Only set it up this afternoon. Back to you, Pete. G7RYN.
Yeah, well, it sounds fine. Taking the preamp off and you're still S9, so that's pretty fair. So, like I say, I couldn't tell you on anything different. You only sound just the same as normal. So it's alright. The guy, that's it, XQB, I thought he was in Winston, but perhaps explains it a bit, but still not overly strong for Northwich. But, what was the other thing I was going to say to you? It's gone now. Alan's gone. Never mind. I suppose I better slide off and let you carry on. It's getting towards 11:30. We'll have 20 minutes telly and see what's happening. And I'll be back in here again in the morning. Having a listen round, listen on 2 meters while I'm on doing a bit for work. But a couple of online, not online, what do you call them? Meetings tomorrow, so like a conference call, you know, Skype. Everybody gets on Skype, all connecting, so that'll be past an hour or two tomorrow. But I do listen on top button. I'll start again. Getting tired. I do listen on S20, 2 meters. Right, I'll see you later. I'll chuck it round to you, Dave, and then say ta-ta, and I'll catch up with you in the week when I've got it's weird. It's almost like being on holiday. But there's no sort of getting up early, it's weird. I'm still on in the morning for about 7:15, logged on in the morning for about 7:15, but it's not the same as having to get up and get showered and breakfast and dressed and ready and get off to work and trudging across the car park in the rain. It's just fall out of bed, have a swill, get a cup of tea and log on and sit here in your pyjamas. It's alright, you get used to it. Anyway, round to you, Dave. 7:30, I'll catch up with you in the week, no doubt. Cheers, Alan. See you later. G7RN, G4RN.
7RN, James the Group. Yeah, anyway, nice catching up with you, Pete. Glad to hear everybody's alright. And well done on getting a crafty job like that. Make most of it while you can, mate. Don't know how long we're going to be before we're back to something approaching normal. Anyway, good luck with that out, lad. At least you get a decent, nice tip for a week or two. 7-3s, mate. Round to you, Al. G7RN, and stand by.
Yeah, okay, Pete. I think I had five contacts today. I just mucking about in my desk and finding a bit of rubbish. I thought, oh, that'll have 10 minutes here, so I switched the 1000 MP on, yeah. And 9 Alpha, where's that 9 Alpha? Forget the rest of his call, but it was 9 Alpha something. I can't think where he was. Oh, it might have been Slovenia. Is that it, Pete?
No, it's Croatia. Slovenia's Sugar 5.
Oh, it must have been Croatia, was it?
Yeah, Croatia, yeah. Hey, just to tell you, I had one. Have you got a map in your shack now?
I'm in bed, you mad fool. I'm horizontally polarised.
I'll tell you another time. See you later.
You get a better signal horizontal, don't you?
Oh, allegedly. Right, I'll see you later. See you later, Dave.
Yeah, see you, Pete.
Yeah, alright, mate. Yeah. I can't think of that bloke that does all the big fishing. He's always on his own. When he gets into villages in the jungle and all that sort of stuff, he gets one or two out of the huts that go with him. Yeah, very good.
If I go on to AMS, some prick might come on then and spoil it all. Yeah, that's what I meant.
We'll just switch it over onto non-AMS.
Okay then, so
With HubNet, HubNet is good, reliable system. There's a lot of people that prefer to use computers sitting at home with headsets, mobile phones. They will not check their audio levels. They won't check it. They'll just come on and do radio checks, and or they're so quiet you can't hear them. But it's nothing to do with HubNet. It's just individual users. And if you go on your, 2-meter channels or whatever, you'll also get those same variable levels. And even people using radios, you tell them they're too loud, that their deviation is not adjusted properly, and they won't have any idea what you're talking about. It's not the HubNet, it's the users. I just wanted to say that. Thank you, G7RPG.
okay, G7RPG, GW4MTE. Yeah, that's fair enough. It's just what I'm hearing coming through on the WE repeater, the West of England repeater, on the HubNet, and I don't know, I just got the impression I was hearing more of it through the HubNet system rather than through what I hear on the analog systems on repeaters. But yeah, as you say, it's the method that they're accessing HubNet, isn't it? And that's probably where the issue lies, the various ways of accessing HubNet, other than through a standard analog transceiver, I guess. Yeah. So, yeah, makes for a mix of sounds coming out of the system. Okay, GW4MTE closing. Bye for now. I've never heard that. Have you, Dave?
I don't know. Pardon me. Yeah, apparently if you're caught out and about during this shutdown, you can be fined for that as well.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Anything. That's what I'm on about. It's terrible. Yeah, you can only go out unless it's essential. Yeah. You need to go somewhere, something, I don't know. I don't know, well, I can understand them being so keen, because all of a sudden it's bloody spread everywhere. America's got the biggest lot of them now, and the biggest death toll. I think so. There you go. Hey, what a thing to have on our bloody planet. You're not talking about another country, you're talking about the planet. The whole bloody lot, mate, of it.
7 REM, 10. That's what happens when they don't cooperate with each other. Things go doolally. They're all busy trying to score political points, or force the other one into doing something they don't want to do, and things like that. It's all politics, mate. They're crackers, all of them. Our lot's as bad as the rest of them, will they?
I can't work it out. I don't think we should ever have gone in that bloody, was it a common market or something? I don't understand politics. I don't see what the point is. You can swap things and sell it. It's just like a shop, isn't it? If you've got a shop, you sell something, and whoever you sell it to, they might have something that you want. But the way they've got it tied up, and to withdraw from it, it's going to cost you millions and millions and millions. Yeah. It is. Now, it should be like market stalls, as market stalls always have been. You can go into the market and you can buy off Joe Bloggs, anybody. Yeah. There you go. Ah, yeah. Yeah. Stop in bed tomorrow now till about dinner time, I think. If I can. But I don't usually can. I got up this morning and it was 5 o'clock, I think it was, on the clock. I hadn't altered them. No. So, getting ready, I'm yawning. So when I got up I thought, oh, bloody hell, oh, it is 5 o'clock. And then when I got up later on and I went to look at the central heating bloody thing, and that the bloody clock alters automatic on there on its own. Same with the telephones. So, oh Christ almighty. I thought it was 5 o'clock. And it was 8 o'clock it was, so that put it on 7 o'clock. Oh, terrible. What are you on tomorrow then, mate? Out and out.
7 hour into. No, just playing radio. You forget we're in lockdown, I can't go anywhere. Not that I want to anyway. No, get up when I wake up and take it from there, Alan Owen.
Yeah, I was thinking of giving me Bola a bit of a service for waste of time, really. I don't know whether it wants oil, I don't think so, but it's never had an oil change since I bought it. Nope. So it does need the oil coming out and new oil going in it. It's either that or I'll go buy a new mower. But the mower's okay, like, you know. I don't want it to go bang. No. Oh, God. Oh, God almighty. Where's the bloody time? Oh, it's 11 now, mate. Jesus. 11:30. Time goes so fast, doesn't it? Hey? Up in the morning, do a bit of this, bit of that, bit of radio, what'll be next thing, bloody hell. Time go bed. Yeah, they've closed everything down, all the caravans and that. At the seaside, they made them come out and go home. Yeah. Oh, that's no good, isn't it? They want a rebate then, don't they?
Oh, right. A rebate, yeah, that'd be nice. Oh, dear. Right. Damn thing, it's moved. Right. Yeah, I just discovered how to do a reset on this 100. I'm not sure whether it's a 100D. They called it a micro-size transceiver. Still, I wouldn't say it was micro, but it's certainly not a big one, that's for sure. Nice bit of kit, it's alright. I shall sort that when we're finished. Have a play before I turn in. A G7RYM.
That's what I had one of them, I think. And the multi-bands. I can't think who I sold it because my mate wasn't very happy. He said, bloody hell, I didn't know you were selling that, I've had it off you. Is that what you said, 100D? I'm sure that was it, or?
7RYM. Yeah, but all it says on the rig itself is FT100. There's no letter D behind it. But everything else is the same. There's what the manual is saying. I've got the manual up on the computer. Anyway, the fan kicks in now and again. It's on a. You can just barely feel it. It's on tick over at the moment. Yeah, this is multiband HF 6, 2 and 70. 100 watts on HF and 6. On 2 it's 50. On 70 centimetres it's 20, I think. The G7RYM.
National Hamfest is going to happen this year. We never know. Might be. I'm fairly confident it will. But I wonder if your All-Star node provides coverage around that area. So over to you, John. This is G7RPG down here in sunny Portsmouth. Although you can't see the sun at the moment because the moon's the Earth's tilted away a bit, but it normally is sunny.
Yankee 4 Zulu Zulu. CQ Conte, Seco Alpha 1.
I bet Ashington, Tony, put a concrete base down and then built the prefab on top of it.
Yeah, I think we built a lot of them after the war, didn't we? There was people in the baby boom and people swapping. I mean, I don't really have much of a memory. I mean, we lived in one till I was about 7. Obviously, it's a long time ago, but I do have a vague memory of it. I think it's some sort of like, the outer construction was sort of like some sort of white painted aluminium stipply thing, whatever. But I always remember me dad, when his brother-in-law came along, and he was a butcher, so he was strong as an ox, saying how flimsy they were, and he literally pushed the roof up in the living room, and you could see daylight around the outside.
Yeah, they weren't fixed down. The panels, as I say, they were asbestos clad, and the uprights, you could put them any way round because they were 4 sides all the same, and the panels, they were sort of half moon shape on the wooden part that locked into the upright, and then with a hollow part on the outside, there were screw holes where you could put screws in to tie the lot together.
It's a German prisoners of war built them. I was just thinking they must have been Jerry built.
I don't know that German prisoners of war built them. They were put up after the war, weren't they? Although there were prisoners still over here after the war, a lot didn't get back to 47 or later.
They did. It was the German prisoners of war in most of the areas, putting them things up. And I used to go on the sites and talk to them. And I was talking to one back there. My granny went completely raving mad. She went in like a lunatic, attacking them, pulling me away. Because she just lost one of her sons, my uncle. The youngest one as well, Uncle Gerard, and she went absolutely apeshit at them.
Well, that's the problem with war, Tony. They've gone into really, you know.
Well, the thought was if you came up as a youngster during the war, or the grown-ups, they hated the bloody Germans, didn't they?
But especially when you went up with your grandparents as well, because they had experiences in the First World War, so they doubly hated them.
I can remember seeing in the paper, that must have been taken by somebody in the resistance or whatever and smuggled out, where they'd got a Volkswagen and 2 pipes coming out from the exhaust and up and through the wall. And that was during the war. That had been smuggled out, so we knew what was happening.
Yeah, but I'm sure the Germans were fed an equal amount of propaganda that convinced that we were all evil bastards, Politicians are the bloody root cause.
I can't think what it was called, the White Rose lot. They were anti-Hitler, but they were all sort of imprisoned, and there wasn't much of a trial, but they were all decapitated. They came out with a guillotine. I think they were called the White Rose people. Hitler.
Yeah, I mean,
You didn't say anything, would you? Christ, if you, probably, if you didn't like your next door neighbour, you could make some story up and they'd be gone the next day.
yeah, my experience working with Germans over the years is not much different than we are, to be honest. And it's one thing to sort of stand back with the benefit of hindsight in history, but if you were a German guy back in the 1930s, if you spoke out, you were likely you and your family would get shot. It's not an easy decision, is it?
No. What did you say about next door neighbour, Ken?
If you didn't like your next door neighbour, you could make some story up and then report them to the Gestapo, and boom, the next day it's gone. Well, it's a train set with somebody came on, you know, this is a long time after the war, and they said that was a woman, she didn't mix with all the neighbours and that, and somebody just reported her about something, and bingo, she was picked up and disappeared.
Yep, and that's not that long ago in historical terms, is it? And it doesn't mean it couldn't suddenly reappear anytime soon.
You know, I still believe that if, for instance, we went like that, you would find people in this country that would be quite happy to run concentration camps when you think of these thugs that feed up whole people and that.
Of course you would. I mean, human nature is human nature, you know, and it's naive to believe that German human nature is much different than English human nature or French human nature.
Well, it was the British who invented the concentration camps.
Well, yeah, still going back to the Boer War, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep, human nature is a constant, and anybody who believes it's a function of nationality has been.
No, Eric tonight at Basildon.
That is very true.
So how are you doing with your right wing Preston frontman, Preston?
Hey?
Well, Preston is so Tony Preston's the Preston right wing front National Party or something.
No, they've gone soft on me.
Well, I heard you were somewhere to the right of Attila Huntown.
Shut up and maybe the last two questions.
No, I feel a bit tired.
You're tired?
Yeah.
Why is that? You lazy kid.
Well, it's surprising. I know I've only been driving that machine and what have you and doing a few other jobs and horses and they work quite hard just as well as they do. Really good not a spring clean, but mopping floors and cleaning cook and cleaning microwave out and no caustic soda. It's absolutely fantastic stuff that people should know. You know, like the chrome trays inside the ovens and the fittings. I generally take them out and I put them in a plastic bin and then just cover them with some water and cover them with caustic soda and leave them a day, and you just take them off and rinse them off and they come up like new.
I think Christine does, my wife does something like that every 4 or 5 years.
What are you in, caustic soda?
No. But the stuff that goes in the oven, all the greasy stuff, in a plastic bag with some sort of chemical.
Yeah, there's something, oven pride, I think it's called, Keith.
Yeah, rubbish. Doesn't work half as well as the old caustic soda.
Oh, well, I don't know, Ken. But I do, I mean, since I retired, which is, 4 years this coming end of next month, I have started doing an awful lot of housework. I mean, I quite frequently load the dishwasher, turn the dishwasher on, empty the dishwasher. I probably do that 3 or 4 times a week. I've become quite domesticated.
Yeah, well, I have to. But in any case, caustic soda's rubbish compared to an angle grinder, Tony.
Yeah. Yeah, no, seriously, it's cheap enough, it's all, you know. I was surprised how dear it was. But it's still, I went expecting to get a big bag of it, or a big box of it, like, for about 50p, and it was nearly £3 for a box about the size of a small washing powder. You know, the washing powder, the smallest ones they make. It was that size.
Bloody hell, £3, Tony? That must have really skimped you, mate. You have to save up for that for 5 years.
No, it's just that when you convert it back to old money and what have you, and you realise what you used to pay for it, it's upsetting.
Yeah, but you have to think of what you were earning in those days.
Yeah, I can't believe £3's a big deal to you, Tony.
It is for a blinking packet of caustic soda.
I tell you what, one of my neighbours used to live across the road. He doesn't now, and he used to drive to Europe. He used to drive a lorry to Europe and back most weeks, and for whatever reason, I never could understand. Him and his missus booked a holiday the coach holiday to. I think he basically finished up in Moscow and back again. And they stopped off in the Ukraine at some little village on this coach holiday. God knows why you truck drivers want to go on it. Anyway, that's a separate issue. And they went into this little sort of like impoverished village. And this guy was trying to sell my ex a packet of digestive biscuits. And he wanted, let's say, a euro for him. I can't remember the exact amount. And in the end, he haggled him down about 40 cents. And when he got back on the boat, this American guy said to him, it really doesn't make any difference whether you pay 40 cents or a euro for it. But, it makes a huge difference to him. And Roger actually said to me, he said, I felt really ashamed.
No, I wouldn't.
Well, you wouldn't, because you're an asshole.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you something else, Ken, that shocked me at the price of it, and it didn't shock anybody. I always keep a tin of, it's not a tin, it comes in a plastic container now, Andrew's liver salt. And I went in the supermarket over there, and there was a container of Andrew liver salts. It was about 5 inch high, about an inch thick, the container, and a little plastic thing on the top of it. And I couldn't believe it. £7.75 or £7.95 it was for a blinking little container with Andrew's liver salts in. Absolutely ridiculous.
Blimey. But the beer will do the same thing.
No, Andrew's liver salts used to be cheap, didn't it? Everybody had kept a tin of Andrew's in, didn't they?
Yeah, I like it as a fizzy drink.
I used to make cannons with it when I was a kid. I used to get a bit of tube in, and they used to put a bit of Andrew's liver salts in and a drop of water, then jam a cork in the end of it, and used to blow it out like a cannon. But I was surprised at the price of that. It's really gone expensive.
Yeah. I've got some stuff that the doctor gave me. Oh, that was when I was taking those coproximol. That'd do the same thing as Andrew's liver salts.
I'll tell you something else that I find expensive now. A bottle of cough medicine. You used to go to chemist and get a bottle of cough medicine, and even in them days, it compared with what you earn, it used to be copperish, didn't it? You know, it's 5 bob or something like that, like, equivalent today to what, a couple of quid. And cough medicine, like buttercup syrup and all that kind of stuff, 6 and 7 quid a bottle.
All I've been taking, because I've got some, is redoxin. That's 1,000 milligram tablets of vitamin C. I've been taking those to ward off coronavirus.
That won't ward off coronavirus.
Yeah, it will. That's like anti-cold stuff, isn't it? Vitamin C. They done the little old squiggly things with little wire ends with flat tops on. They don't like that at all. I'll tell you what, I said when, the other day to Di, when you go in your chemist, see if you can get me some, there'll either be tablets or capsules of redoxin. She went in there, sold out. And all of them were sold out, so other people had dived in for them.
Yeah,
oh yeah, I used to take, I've got some now, and I've got, there's either tablets, and you put them in, they're orange ones, mine, drop them in warm water, and they all fizz up, and drink that down, or I've got some capsules, you know, they're like large plastic cubes with all these little bits in. Got a few of those left.
I paid this story with Alka-Seltzer, my grandfather, didn't I?
Yeah.
Have a look at that Alka-Seltzer, Tony, he said. The bloody silly old sod had put the wadding off the top.
I thought you were going to say he put steroids in.
Hey, but what, you know that little wad he put on top, he put it in some water. Hey, I tell you what, they must have been out of it because he died in 1965. So it's them Alka-Seltzers must have been out of for a while.
Yeah, I can't remember. They've been out donkey's years.
Where's John gone?
Oh, he will have gone by now.
Never said to doctor or anything, he just disappeared. That's because of you. That's you, Boris, of course, that.
I'm going in a few minutes too. Coming up to the bewitching hour. Ah, that's where it is.
Yeah. Oh. Boris did it, didn't he? Because every time John said something like, I don't like rats, and Boris would come up, yeah, but some rats are nice rats.
The cold weather.
Did you hear that, Ken?
Sorry?
I said this shit, John cleared off because every time he said anything, Boris meant some other statement, didn't he? Like John would say, I don't like rats, and Boris would say, yeah, but some rats don't harm anybody, they're nice rats.
Yeah, some people keep white rats, don't they?
Yeah.
Like white mice.
I never had a rat as a pet.
No, My old Jack Russell didn't like rats as pets.
You used to have a python.
I used to have a ratatouille.
Good evening, gentlemen. G0 and EV. Good evening, mate. You're a bit late. Yes, only just woken up. I was in the chair.
Well, I was just saying to Tony at 12 o'clock I'm going, and that's about a minute, or less than a minute now.
Yes,
I should go and get a drink of something.
Yeah, I heard you say.
That was another thing. You couldn't, Tesco's, you couldn't have anything more than 3, Tony, because I said to Diane, get me half a dozen bottles of the Bishop's Finger beer. They only let her have 3.
Yeah. Well, local supermarket, there's no shortage of anything, but they only let you have 1 pint of milk. But I bet other night when I went in, if I'd have took 3 loaves of bread, they wouldn't have bothered, because they said there were trolleys full of bread and cakes and stuff like that had gone to sell by date, and they were dumping them.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're supposed to be giving that their home, they're out of date.
Well, why don't they go to bloody work?
Well, yeah, I know, but, instead of chucking them away, they could give them away, and that, because there's nothing wrong with them, it's just that they kind of, chuck them like,
Yeah, but it's all to do with sell-by dates, isn't it? Because I've actually picked stuff up there, and it's accidentally been missed. It's gone on the thing, and it's been the day after. The day before, that should have gone. And it's got the sell-by date on from the day before. And they know as soon as you put it on sale, and I put it on, and they know we can't sell you that. It's been reduced, when it hasn't been shifted off, and it's only 1 day, and they won't sell it yet.
Anyway, boys, I'm going to call it tonight. I've enjoyed tonight, thank you very much, and all of you be good and safe, M6IQE. Bye for now. Cheers.
Yeah, cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, I was just saying. Cheers, Dad. My mum's day, Tony, there were no sell-by dates.
No.
Well, I wish you good night. Cheers to you, Tone, and cheers to you, Ken. G0 and EV off to sleep.
Yeah, I'm going now, Tony. It's a minute past. That's beat me by a minute. So I shall say a very good night to everybody. And here you again, your dulcet tones again tomorrow, no doubt, Tony. G488 signing.
Cheers. Now, hang on a minute, see if Fred comes on, and, sometimes he comes on late, and you've got to look after elderly people these days, we've got to be locked in and what have you. So I'll try and cheer him up if he comes on. I won't even mention his microphones. All the best. Hello, Alan.
Hello there. How are you?
Not too bad. I'm not too bad. Still here, still coming on the radio, much to the annoyance of most amateurs in the district.
Oh, I don't know. I've seen a list of people watching, who's watching on our screens. Sitting up to about 30 a night,
Well, I don't know what I'm sure there's better things on television than listening to us.
I'm quite sure there is. I've listened once or twice. I thought, and they got better things to do. Well, perhaps they lose on and don't listen.
Yeah. What have you been doing with yourself? I suppose you're same as all of us, locked in the house, only going out when necessary, and that's it.
Oh, yes, that's right. I mean, the 51 haven't been out for, I don't know, quite a long time, over a week now. I guess the neighbour brought a load of food in, and I've been better than I've been for a long time, and I've been moving everything around and moving the radio stuff around, and I had a problem with the aerial today, but it seems to be getting out at the moment.
Yeah, No problem, a good 5 and 9, no problem at all, Alan. Nice to you anyway, I'm glad you... Well, it's same as anything else. You have these off days, and some days you feel better, and as you get older, the good days don't come quite as often, do they?
No, that's right. Well, I used to have some very bad days and good days, but touch wood, I've been better lately. I went and spent a few days in hospital. They took me off some of the medications that I'd got and put me on steroids. I don't know if it's anything to do with it, but I've been a lot better in the last 2 weeks.
Yeah, that's the problem, you know, with this medication, that when you have to take it, they keep giving you this and try these tablets if these are not working and what have you. You know, I always remember, when I retired, I finished quite early. I retired when I was 56. I got my work pension and what have you, which matured when I was 56, and I think, you know, I can manage off that. But what made me retire, I'd done my bad leg in at work, and I was off for a few weeks, and it won't heal up, and as you get older, of course, it used to heal up alright if I catched it, but and they tried 2 or 3 types of antibiotics before they managed to get rid of the infection in my leg. And then I get a lot of joint pain in my knees as well. And they put me on these Indocet anti-inflammatory tablets. I was taking these and these other tablets, and then I don't know what, I started getting pains in my chest and one thing and another, so I had to go to the doctor's. And I said, no, wrong, you're ticker. He says it's the noted effect of these tablets I'm giving you. He said, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'm going to give you some tablets. These are the exact words he used. He said, I'm going to give you some tablets to counteract, to stop the bad effects of the tablets I'm giving you. I think, sod it. So I went to him, I threw the bloody lot in the bin. And I started taking some herbal remedy, glucosamine for joint problems, and it began to improve. And after 2 or 3 years taking this, I stopped taking it, and my joints are better now, 20 years later, than they were then. And I don't take any tablets at all. The only one I take are them statins now, because she's supposed to keep the cholesterol down.
Oh, right, well, I had statins for a while, but it was a long, long time ago. But I'm hardly taking anything now. Something for me, enlarged prostate. I've been taking for years and years, and this steroid that I've been given recently, and that's the only things I'm taking. Oh, and an inhaler for my COPD.
Yeah. They're not going to keep you on steroids all the time, are they? They're not keeping you on them all the time. Are they just giving you a dose like 6 a day, then 5 a day, then 4 a day, and what? How many a day do you take over?
Well, yeah, it's continuous. There's no, they're not going to ramp it down. It's I'm taking them for the foreseeable future. I'm taking 2 a day, as a 1.5 every day. And I've got a card in your wallet, so if anybody finds me, the people or whatever, they know I'm not on these steroids.
Yeah. No, it's not too bad like that, you know, as I said, you're only taking 2. Normally what they do is, they usually give you steroids you know, if you have a chest infection, and taking them with some sort of antibiotic like amoxicillin or something like that, and a dose of steroids, but they usually start off about 6 or 8 a day, and then reducing down till you finish the course, you know. But they decide to keep you on them, just take 2 a day for the foreseeable future. Yeah, okay then. Well, if you're feeling better, fine. Back to you, Alan.
Yeah, okay, Tony. Well, I'm moving everything around up there. all the software's too heavy to move, and this, that, and the other, and I've got all my radio stuff around the washing machine that failed and I couldn't get it out, and somebody helped me to move a lot of radio stuff and get the washing machine out. So now I'm moving everything around. I've taken some of the radio stuff upstairs. I've brought some of the radio stuff downstairs and so on. But right at the moment, it's a different layout, really. I'm sitting here, I can see the 32-inch TV in front of me. I've got an HF radio and a VHF radio, and there's stuff that's not being used, and there's stuff downstairs. And I've opened the upstairs room as well. For the season, I used to spend a long time upstairs in the room upstairs where all the audio stuff was, and